What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 67, and today we are returning with one more game with Aston Villa, the final game of August, plus transfer deadline day, and hopefully one or two more signings as well. Because as we enter today's episode on the back of what happened in the last one, you guys would be aware that Jonathan Kodjia is still negotiating with Middlesbrough and might be on his way to the Riverside Stadium for 6.2 mil. We should see the saga end today, as Kodjia should decide whether he wants to leave or not before the window slams shut. Plus, Stoke City did put in a bid for Fabian Delph for 5.9 mil. Now, in the last episode, I said I wasn't sure about this deal because we really like Fabian Delph. Ever since we bought him back, he's been great for us, really consistent, but now 30 years old, out of contract in the summer, and whilst very versatile with lovely stats, which I absolutely love, I'm not against letting him go because his contract's not going to be renewed. So, Stoke put in a bid of 5.9 mil. We're going to negotiate, try and get close to valuation, and let Delph go to Stoke City. So, Paul Lambert has sent Mark Hughes to come over and do the negotiations. So, let's go ahead and propose a new transfer fee. Now, again, I really like Delph because you guys know I love those workhorses. But again, 30 years old, out of contract in the summer, not going to get a new one. So, may as well try and get as much scratch for him as we possibly can. And Mark Hughes is playing a little bit hardball, even though he says he's not. They want him, but not going to pay more than 6 mil. We'll counter off and try and meet in the middle, 6.25 mil. And that's still not a bad deal for a 77 rated midfielder slash left back that is only going to get worse. So 6.25 mil, and Stoke City are going to say that's totally fine. I'll take that for Delph. Now, of course, as for new signings, there are 3 strikers on the shortlist right now that we have been talking about trying to bring into the club as a new backup or perhaps a replacement for last year's Golden Boot winner Christian Benteke to play alongside Ben Brereton off to a lightning start of this season. Now, those are Moussa Dembele, Martinez of Racing Club, and also Tammy Abraham of Chelsea, who has a loan bid there from Hertha Berlin. How very interesting indeed. And when I threw it out to you guys and I said, who should we make our number one priority in the first episode of the new season, I was pretty shocked. I thought you guys were going to vote for Abraham. You know, 22 years old, the youngest of the 3. Yes, he's the worst rated, but despite the high wages, he's 6'5", and his stats are absolutely fantastic as well. He's rapid as well as strong. You got to love that. But he was the 3rd choice you guys said, Dembele 2nd, and you said we should make Martinez our number one target for the new season in the striker role. And maybe it's because his wages are dirt cheap. I'm not entirely sure, but I've never used him before. Signed him in a full career mode story in Manchester City, but never actually got to play with him. So Martinez will be our number one target, and I'll go for him first, then Dembele if we can't get him, then Abraham if we can't get the first 2. But let's advance in the calendar and see if Kodjia wants to leave and Delph wants to leave as well. So in the top left, as we're advancing, you see there's interest shown in Tammy Abraham. That will be for the Hertha Berlin offer. As we also get some match rescheduling emails, which means our Champions League group has just been drawn, and we'll find that out right after transfer deadline day. Yep, that's the interest shown by Hertha Berlin. And also 2 transfer offers here on the same day. One for Dominic King, one of those young talents, but not really talents, offered by Grimsby of 800 grand, 880 grand. We'll certainly take that, and hopefully he shall leave at the 6th time of asking. But there's also a bid here for Rico Henry. Burnley putting a bid for 16.1 mil, but we're going to say no. I've said this a few times before, and I'll say it again. This kid's got a lot of talent. He's 79 rated, 23 years old, plays all down that left flank, and we really like him a lot. Absolutely rapid and a great impact sub. Really, really good job he does. Whilst that bid got rejected, we are still waiting for the Kodjia and Delph deals to either go through or collapse. I'm not sure Delph's going to want to go. He's on 77 grand a week here, and that's a lot of money, and he might be tempted to stay and run down his contract. But as for Kodjia, I would have thought he would have decided by now. It's been a while. But maybe right here, 2 emails to come, whether that might be for players leaving international duty. Loan offer for Zagadou. And there is a bit, interestingly enough, for Pacheco Flores, Torres Regen, QPR. They love doing business with us, but Zagadou's going to stay. But, oh, it's from Millwall. Oh, yes. Pacheco Flores wanted by Neil Harris for 1.8 million. Oh, Harris would know. This guy's no threat to his goal-scoring record. 1.8 million for Pacheco Flores. Now, Torres Regen only shows great potential. If you are going to buy a new striker, and if Kodjia is going to stay, then we've got so many strikers here. I'm not against just letting him go. We'll try and negotiate, but I'm not against just letting him go for 1.8 mil. So let's propose a new transfer fee then, valued at £2 million. They're putting a bid of £1.8 million. I did put him on the transfer list. His potential's not that high, but we won't get much more in this valuation. So we'll ask for 2.75 mil from Super Neil, and they're going to say no. They're sticking to their initial offer of 1.8 mil. We'll say okay, well just give us a little bit over the valuation, and Neil 2.25 mil. and you can have them at the Den, and they're going to say no. Well, they are not willing to splash that cash, and you know what? Fair enough. I want to see him partner Lee Gregory up top as the long-term successor for Morrow. So, okay, fine. £1.8 million. You can have Checo Flores. Let him bang in those goals at the Den. And there is confirmation in the top left that one sale has been completed, as we see some players leaving on international duty, including Miranchuk, what a start he's had. Fabian Delph has gone to Stoke City for 6.25 mil. We'll see 4.6 million of that. And Fabian, we salute you. You came back to Villa Park. We weren't sure the fans would accept you, but you had an amazing start and an amazing second stint here. So off you go to Stoke. Enjoy your final years in professional football, and we'll take the money. And that is the last thing we'll do before the Southampton game, which means our budget now is up to around £46 million. I'm just negotiating, adjusting, I should say, the wage budget here, because Martinez, one of the benefits about him is his dirt cheap wages. He'll want a wage increase, but hopefully not too much. And I'd imagine we could probably get away with around 45.3 million still in the budget to offer Racing Club for Martinez's services. We won't go for him straight away though. We'll play a Southampton game first and then go in for the new striker. So first and only game of today's episode then, and we do need to take on Southampton away from home at St Mary's. They line up in a 4-2-3-1 after winning their first two games, scoring 5 goals and conceding 0. Good start for the Saints, but for us, on the back of our 1-1 draw with the Baggies, we needed to make a change or two, and I've made just a one change to our 3-5-2, and it's up top. Jonathan Kodjia got the start he wanted against West Brom, it didn't play too well, so Benteke back in the starting 11 alongside the guy that scored the goal against the Baggies, Ben Brereton. First game, only game, Southampton, let's return to winning ways.
A couple of exceptional talents in a really good game that we might be focusing on.
I love watching this pair play. They haven't disappointed this season. They've been the most threatening players for me, for both their teams.
You know, I really don't know what's going to happen with Kodjia. I would like him to stay. I genuinely would, as a nice little fan's favourite in the Resis. But of course, we do sign Martinez, Dembele or Abraham, preferably the former. Then he's going to get very little game time this season, especially with Forsberg, Zlatan's regen in, Rian Brewster as well. He's going to drop down to like 5th choice striker in this team. And maybe, as much as it pains me to say it, the cash would be better. But here come Southampton looking for the first chance. Tadic off to a good start this season with 2 goals. Finds a little bit of room here. Great run by Tadic and a nice strike as well to find the back of the net and make it 3 goals. Southampton 1, Aston Villa 0, and Dusan Tadic fires the Saints into an early lead. They've had an excellent start to the season, and you can see why. Tadic just nutmegged Barkley, found a bit of space with the ball roll, and levers one in off the near post and into the back of the net. 5 goals for the Serbian. My goodness, Tadic on fire, Southampton in front, and Aston Villa having a bit of a struggling start to the season. Seamus Coleman down the right hand side for the Saints, back to Hoffman. And that should be cut out by Toby, which it is. Now through to Miranchuk. Miranchuk to Brereton. Looks for Benteke. Usually holds it up very well indeed as he spreads the play out wide towards Fabricio Bustos. Down the right-hand side. Keeps on going, keeps on going. Good run. Now can he cross? Now can we finish? Headed clear. Benteke picks it up. Finds some room. And Tess Merritt who makes the save. And Maya Yoshida turns it behind for a corner. We are really struggling defensively right now. We need to start scoring some more goals as well. Trailing by 1. And we need a response as Dale Fry goes for goal and puts it wide. Well, when we are struggling for form, we switch from the 3-5-2 to the 4-3-1-2. I didn't think we needed to do that so early this season, but it's Benteke fires one just wide. That's definitely going to happen in the next game. If we lose this one, we're altering our formation heading into the next match. We're just not playing well to start the season off. So, second half begins. We are still trailing by 1. As Bustos finds Christian. And we need to get at least a point in this game. As Christian finds a little bit of room here, finds Bustos as well. Off the post by Fabricio as it goes behind for a goal kick. Benteke bobbing and weaving, found some space and found the Argentine who could only hit the outside of the post. We still trail by 1, and despite our fantastic win on the opening day against Spurs at Wembley, this is going to be a really poor way to follow it up. Only 1 win in our first 3, no clean sheets either, and we are struggling for form so early on in the campaign. As Bustos wins it back, looks to cross, Benteke's arriving, easy save for Merritt. Come on lads, we need at least a point. We are in to the final 24 minutes. I'm going to change my wide midfield duo. Bustos off for Green, even though he's more of a left-sided player. And also Gnabry for Rico Henry as well, because we like this kid a lot. And there's still time, but it's not looking good at the moment for Aston Villa. And if we are to claim a point, we need to do what we did against West Brom and find a late equalising goal. As things stand, no set for our first defeat of the season, and this is going to be a really, really troubling way to end the month of August. There's Gabbiadini, picks the ball up here and rolls it into his man. Good tackle by Fry. Green and Lewis get it cleared out, and maybe a chance on the break. Andre plays a 1-2 with Miranchuk, and it's still Green on the ball. Sees Benteke running forward, but goes himself. It's a great run by Green just off the bench. Now can he finish it off? Yes, he can. Andre Green with the perfect impact sub. Comes off the bench. Lovely solo run and makes it 1-1. Southampton 1, Aston Villa 1. Back on level terms. Needed it. Really, really needed that. Brilliant run by Green. Credit Brereton for the dummy run as well. And a really great finish past Merritt and into the far corner. Andre's first of the season makes it 1-1. Now with 19 minutes to go, can we complete the comeback, do the Aston Villa, and find a winning goal? We are into the final couple of minutes. We are still tied at 1-1. Is there one final twist? Lewis to Rico Henry down the left, finds a bit of space here, rolls it in. It's Christian Benteke. It's Benteke. It's Christian Benteke. Who's done it again? Southampton 1, Aston Villa 2, and Christian Benteke gets his first of the season and the game winner in stoppage time. We've done it just like we did at Wembley. We've got the win at the death, and we've done it again. We're the comeback kings, baby. It's what we do. Oh, Christian Benteke. Last year's Golden Boot winner, fires in the game winner. Southampton 1, Aston Villa 2, and we might be selling a couple of strikers, but this guy's going nowhere. What a big moment. Can't part with Christian Benteke. He may be in his 30s now, but this guy has got an incredible goal to game ratio, and he's just extended it with a really, really important one for his first of the year. Southampton 1, Aston Villa 2. We claimed the win right to death, like at Wembley as well. We're a resilient bunch. We showed that again. What a big victory. We're still searching for that first clean sheet, which is a little bit worrying. But we're also still searching for our first defeat of the season. We don't want to find that either. Big, big victory for us there, coming from behind. We definitely deserved it too. Southampton had a great start. We were the better team over the course of 90 minutes. But I'm going to give man of the match to Green though. Came off the bench and straight away got us back on level terms with a wonderful solo goal. Set it up for a late winner for Benteke. And what a big moment that was. What a massive victory. And so, as transfer deadline day is now here after the game, we should be able to find out what's going on with our boys. And unfortunately, we are going to see straight away his transfer talks breaking down. Dominic King is not going to Grimsby. We're still waiting for the Kodja deal to either go through or collapse. That's not been decided yet, has it? I've not missed that, have I? No, they're still negotiating, my word. But King, once again, has decided not to leave. And Bustos out for the next league game. And we're still waiting on Pacheco Flores as well. But 10 hours to go. And with the money we've got, I think I'll wait for those two deals to either go through or collapse. And then go after one of those new strikers. Martinez our number one target. Dembele second choice. And then Abraham first choice. Oh no, he's gone out on loan. Never mind, he's gone. Two choices left then. So, first advance. And no emails as... Oh, no, there we are. Free just came straight away. And Pacheco Flores' transfer talks are broken down. He doesn't want to go to the Den. There's a loan offer for Riccardi, which is kind of pointless. Liverpool want to take him, but of course we're not letting him go anywhere. And also a bid for Tremblay as well. That's a young American talent who only shows great potential, and I'm fine letting him go for 770 grand. We are still waiting on the Kodja deal. Pacheco Flores staying. Is Jonathan going or not? We don't know yet. Well, we should find out now. 7 hours to go. And there's another bid here for Rico Henry, this time for PSG, and another bid for Pacheco Flores. He didn't want to go to the Den, but he could go to Blackburn for 2.2 mil, and we'll accept that. But also, I don't see Kodja's negotiation there, which means it should have fell through, and it has. Kodja's rejected a move. We didn't get notified, but Jonathan's staying, and none of our players want to leave anymore. Well, I'm fine keeping Jonathan, but he needs to know he's not going to get much first-team football this season. But there's now 6 hours to go. Tremblay's transfer talks are broken down. You know, I've said this before. It's totally fine that moves here and there will collapse, but it's like... too many times it happens, you know, far too many times it happens. So there's now 6 hours to go. If you can hear some noise outside, by the way, I do apologise. There's some people doing the reefs and the leaves. And we now got 5 hours on the clock. Is Pacheco Flores going to go to Ewood Park, or is he going to stay? We should find out in a moment or two. And, well, if he decides to stay, we're going to have a lot of strikers here. Yeah, he's decided to stay. We are going to have so many strikers here if we do sign either Dembele or Martinez. Well, we may as well go for it now. 45 million in our budget, and we're not going to get any more money. I did accept that loan offer for Michaels, by the way. And then, yeah, we may as well go for it then. Martinez, let's try and buy him. But with 45 million, based on what the chief exec is suggesting, we may not have enough. We may do. Let's find out. With so many strikers here, I don't know how on earth Jonathan Kodjia is going to get any game time this season. So I think what I might do is be a little bit cheeky and offer Racing Club Jonathan Kodjia. If they want to take him, they can have him, and he can spend his final few years in Argentina. And do you know what? They do want him, but they want some money as well. Alright, so we might be sending Jonathan to Argentina for his final few years. Enjoy it, son. I'd love to visit one day. And, alright, well, I didn't think that was going to come off. I just thought, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, we'll take Jonathan Kodjia. Why not? I wasn't prepared for that. Right, well, to be fair to Kodjia, he deserves first team football. It's just an interesting place for him to get it. So what we'll do is we'll try and duck that transfer fee down if they're going to get Kodjia as well. He's valued at 27 million. We'll try and get him to 33 million. That's 6 million plus the 5.5 mil Jonathan's valued at, and see what they say to that. No, they're sticking to their price tag, which is 46.9 mil plus Kodjia, which is basically all of our budget. So we'll propose a new transfer fee because we can't really afford that. We'll try and get them down to 30. Let's go 38.5 million. That will still give us some money for the sign-on bonus and the wages too. And they're going to say, yeah, 38.5 mil, plus Jonathan Kodjia as well. An interesting transfer for Martinez, but I think a pretty decent deal. Obviously, Dembele was the second choice. I've had him before in a Paris FC save, but I've never actually played with Martinez before, despite signing him in my Manchester City full career mode story. Now, 82 rated. I think that despite Benteke's game winner, he's probably going to take his place this season and play alongside Ben. Now, we'll go with important to begin with, but I think he's going to ask for crucial. Nope, he's fine with important, so that's good. No matter what happens, he'll be rotated this season a lot with Benteke and Ben as well. 5-year deal, exactly what I was going to ask for as well. Hopefully no release clause. Yes, brilliant stuff. I'm liking this agent a lot. And now let's talk money. And it's not even a big wage increase for Martinez either. Now, I was quite fearful to ask for around 90 grand a week, but instead, 41 grand a week, plus 2 bonuses there. We'll remove the gold bonus of 1.8 mil after 20. We'll keep the sign-on bonus as it is. He's going to up the wages to 45 grand a week, but you know what? Couldn't care less. Lautaro Martinez is going to come in on a 5-year deal for 38.5 mil plus Jonathan Kodjia off to Argentina for his final few years, and I'm certainly happy with that. That's a really good signing in my opinion, a great way to end this transfer deadline day, and a great way to end the summer window as well. We may still have Pacheco Flores, Jonathan's off, and Martinez is in. To me, that is a brilliant deal. Absolutely fantastic deal. Now, Jonathan, I mean, I didn't want to sell him. I really didn't. It was a reluctant sale. But when you look at the strike we've got to replace him, look at these stats. 91 strength, 91 acceleration, 88 sprint speed, 82 jumping. The guy's a physical beast, and technically as well. 82 dribbling, 83 ball control, 83 finishing, 85 shot power, 80 long shots as well, which is really decent too. And also 3-star as well with high and medium work rate. You guys said sign Martinez, make him your #1 target. That's what we did. We always honored the poll. Thank you to everyone for voting. Martinez is in. Does he take Christian's place, or does he stay on the bench as an impact sub to begin with? I think we'll gradually ease him in to take Christian's place long term. But regardless, that's a brilliant sign in there. And I've got to say, in my opinion, that's an absolute bargain. What a steal. Obviously, I totally understand it is over the valuation, plus we're including a player as well. But you got to think about the long-term future. This guy is already so good at 23, and he's just going to get better. So that is going to do it then. Transfer deadline day is over. Right on the final hour, Frank Michaels has indeed gone to Pride Park for a year, so enjoy your time at Derby County, young man. He's got potentially special, so we'll keep a close eye on him. And that'll do it. Deadline day is over, and I've got to say, I could not be happy with our business in the summer. We cut some of the deadwood. We got rid of some really expensive contracts like Delph and Alex McCarthy as well. We loaned out a couple of young talents. We let Kodjia go and get some first-team football. And the 3 signings we made, Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen, exciting prospect, Jordan Pickford, a better backup goalkeeper, and of course, our final signing, Lautaro Martinez, the signing you guys suggested. I think you made the right choice, guys. I really do. He looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm excited to use him for the first time in FIFA. So that'll do it. Liverpool had a massive window, didn't they? And I've got to say, I'm happy with the business. I'm really, really happy with the business. You can rate our transfer business in the top right if you like out of 10, and let me know how you think we got on. But I think getting rid of those high contracts, bringing in some really, really good young talents as well, I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy with what we did. So deadline day is over. That is that. We'll end today's episode with an Academy update and also our Champions League group as well. And let's do the first. Oh, do you know what I just forgot? The top deals of the window. Sorry about that. You know I always do the top deals. My bad. But either way. The top deal for us was that signing of Martinez. Let me tell you that much. But here's an academy update. You see how the boys are currently getting on in our youth team. There are still a couple of real standouts here, despite the best one, David Wilson, now being promoted to our first team. We'll reject a couple of these players who aren't looking quite as good, sadly. But this guy looks fantastic. San Hyun Sip with 89, 94 potential. Gotta love that. We shall release him as well. And, and also as well, Villalba was a young Peruvian talent. For those of you that are wondering, we were still searching for a good Peruvian player. Actually, we've got one. I saw before I started recording today, he's hit 60 overall. And let me show you, he's got the exciting prospect tag as well, medium work rate, 6 foot, can play left back and centre back as well, with 4-star and 3-star as well. Really good talent there. And finally, a decent Peruvian player coming out of the academy. So the final thing we'll do today then is, what did I say? Oh yeah, check our Champions League group and find out who we've got in the CL for this season. Now, last season we did well to get out of our group. It was a tough one. Let's find out who we've got this season, and hopefully it's an easy enough group, which we should fancy our chances of topping as well. Let's find out together. It takes so long to go through the tournament trees. Champions League group is going to feature not in Group A, not in Group B. We're not in Group C. We're not in Group D. We're not in Group E. But we're in Group F. And I said I wanted an easy group. Dear, oh dear, that's tougher than last year's. Oh my goodness, that is going to be hard to get out of. Now, we've got Ajax, the Dutch team, with so much great young talent. We've got Monaco, a French club on the rise with some really great players, and Bayern Munich as well. Oh, what a tough Champions League group that is. And after what was such a productive, successful episode, I did not want to end on something negative like that. But you know what? Those are going to be 6 fantastic games, every single one massive. So bring them on. That's going to be a really tough group for us, but bring them on. Oh my, what a group. What a group. That is the group of death and then some. But I'm going to relish the challenge, baby. Bring on Bayern, bring on Monaco, and bring on Ajax as well. But that will end today's episode of the Career Mode, though, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's transfer special, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career very soon, featuring possibly the first Champions League group game as well. My goodness. Bayern, Monaco, and Ajax. Unbelievable.